Another hat-trick for Erling Haaland for Man City. Remember, he scored a hat-trick recently and has gone ahead to score a hat-trick against Nottingham Forest. And then Liverpool leave it late with the Carvalho goal that really saved Liverpool on the day, having played very well, but obviously they couldn't find themselves on target because the first shot they had on target came in the 51st minute of the game. That is so much worrying, and already Newcastle were already ahead of them through that effort of Alexander Isak in there for you at Anfield. Then we're going to talk about a team which goes by the names of Tottenham Hotspur, the team that really has a firepower that cannot score goals, especially the recent game. They won 1-0 against Wolverhampton Wanderers, and this time round they've drawn with West Ham. It shows you that lots of things are needing to be put in place by Antonio Conte. Welcome to Rokani Media Football, match day 5, and we are really having a lot of games to be talking about today because the game of football have been played today, and tomorrow the last one is going to be played between Leicester and Manchester United. That's when it's really going to be played. But the match reaction kicks that's off. This is Rokani Media Football. Rokan David is my name, and obviously smash the like button if at all you're watching us for the very first time, and never to subscribe to this channel so as to be certain stories that we do upload in the story. Now, concerning Man City, as we're going to play a team which goes by the names of Nottingham, the question was, how many are Man City going to put at the back of Nottingham Forest? Because we know that Man City, the first team they played from the championship, that is Bournemouth, swallowed 4-0 at Bournemouth, at Etihad. So we are asking ourselves, how many more is a team which goes by names of Nottingham going to take in? And the other question was, could they stop Erling Haaland? And obviously they couldn't. They couldn't, because this man you see on your screen, Erling Haaland, scored 2 goals in a space of 3 minutes. He scored in the 11th minute and the 13th minute. That is Erling Haaland for you. He scored a second hat-trick in a row, and as we speak now, Erling Haaland is taking Premier League by storm. He has 9 goals so far in his first 5 matches, including 2 hat-tricks. That is Erling Haaland. Obviously, when you're playing at Man City, what do you expect? You expect a player like him to go in and really score those goals, because Man City creates those chances. If there is a team that creates very many chances, it's Man City. If they score the first one and Haaland is not on target, you expect them to score. You expect them to score to create him a second one. If they don't score him a second, if they don't create him a second chance, you expect them to score to create him a 4th chance. So that is a man who goes by the names of Erling Haaland, scoring hat-trick today, and obviously even Julian Alves today was on target and scored 2 goals. He scored a brace and Haaland scored a hat-trick. So it shows you that Pep Guardiola, as things stand, it's obviously in his exact calculation as he brought in Haaland to do the job, and is doing the job and getting him done. I was talking to a friend that I'm not surprised with Haaland scoring these goals. Do you know why? Even when Gabriel Jesus, who left for Arsenal, was here, whenever they played him onto the front line, he could score in goals. Remember last season, there is a game he scored a hat-trick. There is a game he scored 4 goals. You remember it very well. Even Kun Aguero was really scoring in goals for fun. So Man City, scoring goals is not a question, but it's how much you're really going to stop them to go in and really put up into your back of the net. So Man City has won by 6 goals to nil. They're having a goal difference of 15, but Arsenal is still on top of the table because they've not yet lost a single point. They've won or gained maximum points from other 5 games they played, but Man City was held to a 3-3. Man City was held to a 3-3 all draw by Newcastle, I think, like 2 weeks back. That is a team which goes by names of Man City, and as we speak now, everything is rosy for Man City, and they are putting up a chase that no one even thought they would have, because they are scoring for fun, and Erling Haaland is the top scorer for the Premier League. 9 goals scored, and for Gabriel Jesus, he has really put in so far how many goals? 3 goals are scored today with 2 assists. 5 goal involvements, and obviously Haaland has close to 10 goal involvements, 9 goals scored, and obviously 1 assist put in. So it looks like he's by 5 goal involvements ahead of Gabriel Jesus. But the problem with Gabriel Jesus is he doesn't have the creative force around him like that Haaland has at Man City. That's a problem. But I know on a good day, even he can score a hat-trick, because he's going to score a hat-trick against the side which goes by the names of Leicester City, but obviously he missed out on some 2 good chances because the keeper closed him down easily. And the other one, indeed, he really slid into that to really stop him to go ahead and really do the needful to score a goal for a side which goes by the names of Arsenal. So let's get to this game of Newcastle. Liverpool came into this game after having a very good win that was really commanding against a side which goes by the names of Bournemouth. They hit Bournemouth by 9-0, a game that, or a result that really led to the sacking of the manager of Bournemouth, that is Scott Parker, and they are really looking to bring in Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, formerly of Manchester United. That's it. So they came into this game with some players returning like Joe Matip, which other player returned, but in the midfield they're still weak. That's why they're really going to go in and bring in the midfield. But in this game of football, Newcastle scored them fast. And that is Alexander Isak, who is a new signing from a side which goes by the names of Rio Sociedad. He scored them fast, and Liverpool leveled the game. After they leveled the game, Carvalho came in through and really scored a winner in the dying minutes. And this is Isak celebrating with Newcastle fans after really giving them an advantage to go ahead of Liverpool. And he even scored a second one, but it was offside. But it was taken very, very good with precision, and it went back of the net, but it was really cancelled out. But Isak has scored on his debut. He has joined very many other players that scored on their debut. A player who goes by the names of Erling Haaland. I think in the first game they played in the Premier League, he scored a brace against West Ham. I remember that very well. Scored a penalty, and then he was released by Kevin De Bruyne to really strike the second one against West Ham. So that is Alexander Isak, but Liverpool leveled the game, and this is the drama that came in through. This is Carvalho, as you see him there. He hit the ball onto the near post in the upper corner, and it went to the back of the net, and it was an incredible finale as Liverpool grabbed the win with the last kick of the match, thanks to Fabio Carvalho's close range in there for you. But this really shows you certain things that you should go in and really look at and analyze well. To me, a team which goes by the names of Liverpool is really going through a turmoil. That's it. They're not having players, especially the midfield is really weak. They cannot score, because if at all a team like Liverpool really conceded in the first half and took them very many minutes to really add up that goal, and it took them 51 minutes to have their shot on target, it's really worrying. Because Liverpool get that ball to Mohamed Salah, he gave an assist to Firmino, they get the ball to Luis Diaz, Darwin Núñez, but they are not scoring goals. That's worrying. And the functionality of the midfield is really low. It confirms everything that Ferguson said about the midfield area, that the midfield, games of football, it's where they are won. You dominate the midfield area, you obviously win the game of football, but it requires that Carvalho-led effort for Liverpool to go in and really win that game. So it really shows you that Liverpool need to bring in a midfielder. They went in for Yuri Tielemans. He said, I don't want to join Liverpool. They went in for a player who goes by the names of Leymar Conrad from RB Leipzig. It looks like it's not working as they really need it to be. But obviously, we're waiting to see what Liverpool is going to go on and really put up into the game of play. The last game I'm talking about is a game of a team which goes by names of Spurs. Spurs have gone ahead to draw with West Ham 1-1 at the London Stadium. London Derby, of course. But however much the London Derby, I don't understand what exactly Antonio Conte is coaching his team. You can't be having Harry Kane, Son Heung-min, Kulusevski, you get, and you are not really scoring very many goals. One thing, if I'm Antonio Conte, I change my system, because that system cannot see these players thrive. Go to a back four, go to a double midfield pivot of Yefis Besuma and Hogberg or Bentancur. You get, play Son Heung-min on the left, Kulusevski on the right, then Harry Kane to lead the line, and then you find a central attacking midfielder. You get? Then you're going to get the best out of that team. But not until he changes that system. That system is really causing troubles at Chelsea. You get? That system is really not effective, especially in the Premier League, because I've not seen a manager coming in the Premier League and really thrive with that system. No way. No way. In these cup tournaments of knockout like the Champions League, it will work for you because you're playing different teams altogether, not the champions in the Premier League, but the Premier League is totally different. So a 1-1 draw for Spurs is really something that is really uncalled for, because when you look at West Ham, they've been one of the worst sides we've seen in the Premier League. But guess what? They've put up a show. You get? Even when they're signing Lucas Paqueta is out. So Spurs needs to go on and really improve. They need to go on and improve because they are not impressing at all. The way they are playing, I'm not impressed. I'm not impressed. And Antonio Conte has not yet inserted or imposed his full hand on the squad. When you look at the table, Arsenal on top with 15 points. Man City second with 13 points. Tottenham third with 11 points. Brighton 5th with 10 points. Leeds 5th with 8 points. Fulham 6th with 8 points. Newcastle 5 games with 7 points. They are 7th. Southampton 5 games played. They are 8th with 7 points. Chelsea 9th with 7 points in 5 games. Liverpool are having 6 points in 10 games. And obviously Brentford are 11th with 6 points in 5 games. So guys, thank you very much for watching in. That is what I had for you today. I think this might be the last story, unless I really get a breaking story as far as Here We Go is concerned. But what we've been told is that Chelsea have submitted a bid in for a player who goes by the names of Aubameyang at Barcelona, with Marcos Alonso as the add weight. So let's wait and see. But your reactions are welcome to the comment section below. Tell me what you think about the Haaland hat-trick, another hat-trick for Erling Haaland. Then Carvalho saves Liverpool's day in there for you. May the Almighty God bless you abundantly. Smash the like button and endeavor to subscribe to this channel if at all you love our content. I'm out. Good night, guys.